the place where danger waits, and it's bound to forsake me. So stupid minded, but I go crazy when I can't find. Flying high in the fearless sky, without leaving the ground. The rest of the folks are tired and weary, and have laid their bodies down. To the place where danger waits, and it's bound to forsake me. So stupid minded.
Let it be written, so let it be done.
Hey, how y'all doing? This is Forever Heritage Hip Hop welcoming you to the Mic Council. How you like it? We're working on some new things since y'all haven't seen me, and check out the new look. Before we start this video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Share this with your people and tell them to come here. We are the home of the Mic Council, and this is where hip hop is discussed. And hip hop is more than just beats and rhymes. It's a culture. So we're going to celebrate our culture today. And if you see that right there, you know the topic of the program, which is how do we celebrate Black Music Month? But once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for joining me on Heritage Hip Hop. But let's get cooking, because what is Black music? Is Black music only music that comes from Black people in our soul? Primarily. But it's so much deeper, because in June, we're giving Black Music Month, right? And now Black Music Month has been turned to Pride Month, and people do not even focus on the Black music. They only focus on what's called pride. But let's talk about the realism of Black Music Month. How do we celebrate Black Music Month? Because Black music is something that is very vast, and it's very historic, and it's something that we can't encompass in just one show. But the reason why I asked this question is because I go to concerts. I work at concert venues, right? And I see a lot of people bring their children to concerts. A lot of people that are not Black people, basically. I've gone to the Rolling Stones concert, and it's a legacy act. So I see grandparents, parents, and children going to see the Rolling Stones. I see people, I forgot the other country guys at concert I worked. I forgot his name, George Strait, I think it is. And I seen people, grandparents, parents, and children going to see a legacy act, right? But when it comes to Black music, right? How many of us are taking our children to go learn about who we like as a whole. You see, I don't know too many artists that are still touring at a high clip, but Versus, thank God for Swiss Beats and Timbaland for making Versus, because a lot of people were exposed to Black music in a way where it got you to think about, well, of course, when it comes to bar people's competition, but it got us talking and realizing that our music is so vast that there are great artists in different genres that we could talk about. Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown, who you're probably not listening to today, but you can share their music with your children. Teddy Riley and Babyface, probably not played highly in many people's cars, but that conversation can come up with people's children on who are you listening to today. As a person who loves hip hop, right? It's hard for me to just play anything for children, especially when the mainstream of music that we're given is so negative. Yet we have a large library of people who talk about things that you can share with your children and show them the love of hip hop. I mean, I don't want to start from hip hop though. Let's go back to the past. See, Black music has always been about pain, struggle, joy, hope, and faith, right? So when you think about Black music, people always start contemporary. But what about gospel? Do you play gospel music for your children? Because in showing children gospel music, we're showing them about the value of loving God, right? And being expressive towards the God that you believe in. Am I correct? Let me know how you feel in this conversation. Join in, drop me a comment so I know. But whenever you think about God, right? God comes with praise and worship. And to try to take God away from us, you know what people do? People will give you the story about how Lucifer was the angel of music, right? And God banished him from heaven. And then people will use that lesson to talk about how music is evil, right? But even in the Bible, it said that God joyed when David sung songs to him. And David would dance and praise God so hard that he would come out his clothes. And people called him a fool, but God loved that. It also said in the Bible how Christ, if y'all believe in Christ or not, I don't care, it's for the sake of conversation. People talked about Christ in the Bible. It was written about how Christ would walk around and sing songs. So believing that our people are the people from the Bible, that's what I believe, right? Music has always been there, especially in praise and worship. And we've gotten to a point in our society where church has not been very principled in people's lives. And you can tell by the music and even the harmonies that come out when people sing, because you could tell people who sung in church and people who didn't. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it where it's supposed to be. When it comes to church, gospel music is something that you could always give your children to give them an idea and a premise of how to praise God and making God principle. You have great church singers, great gospel singers, whether you want to play the Winans, Shirley Caesar, Donnie McKirkin, some people like Kurt Franklin, not my cup of tea. I like Albertina Walker, Sam Cooke. That old school gospel is very paramount to understanding the history of Black music. You can, if you don't want to go into to gospel, how about blues? Do you play B.B. King or anything like that? How about Steve? Well, no, let's jump too far. You got blues. You have jazz. You have swing music, like Cab Calloway and things like that. Eartha Kitt. Sorry. Oh, Ella Fitzgerald, who has scat music. Eartha Kitt was more of a vocalist. So you have vocals. You had she just had a movie. Forgive me, y'all. I'm going blank. But the sister who sung Strange Fruit. You had songs that talked about where we came from, whether it's the pain, the diaspora, or anything. We have a history of great artists that we're not even talking about when it comes to Black Music Month. Because see, with Black Music Month, you know what I see for Black Music Month? I see more Sexy Red than I see of anything else on my timeline, and I'm not a Sexy Red fan. I see more about booties and BBLs and shaking and twerking than I see about the history of Black music. And maybe it's my fault, because with Heritage Hip Hop, we're supposed to talk about these things, but that's why I do the show. And I see a lot of misrepresentation of Black music. So in celebrating Black Music Month, I wonder, how do we fully celebrate it? Are we taking the time to share our music with our youth? Because a lot of people will go out there and say, well, y'all ain't doing this to the youth. Y'all need to do this, or you need to do this. But those you need tools never translate into, here, let me show you. Here, let me guide you. Let me introduce you to something. Let me show you something that I used to listen to or I used to enjoy. Do you like music? Check this out. This may be old, but it is something that may inspire you to do something creative. We don't have a lot of that because we have a lot of people who make money off of the division of Black folks instead of people who are coming to help aid and structure our community with love and appreciation for each other. Do you agree? When music was taken for granted of and taken out of our schools and taken out of our places of worship in a way where it could be freely given everywhere and marketed to the people, it seems like Black Music Month became a joke. And like I said, I see more about pride for June than I see about Black music. I mean, shout out to like the Instagram pages that are posting like old school hip hop videos, but there's so much more. Like, think of all the people that we have who passed away. Are we celebrating their music? Like Marvin Gaye, Teddy Pendergrass. I even put Tupac and Biggie in there. Are we really celebrating by playing their music? Is there during this month, are there special shows or concerts going on where we're actively sharing who we listen to and the joy our parents might have had listening to music and sharing it with us? I don't know too many people who are going to go see Shaka Khan as a grandmother, mother, and child. I don't know too many. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I don't see it. And it makes me think, has Black music become so much of a commodity that we allow our culture to get thrown away? Because that's not celebratory. That is destruction. And that's not how we continue our legacy and our bloodlines and how great our people is and how great our people are, by allowing the essence of our creativity to be thrown away just because it's not hot to the contemporary ears. That's bull. And that's not paramount or not principal to who we are. We are a people who have overcome lies, overcome misdirections, overcome misbranding of who we are. We've overcome so much negativity that it seems that we're allowing ourselves to get taken for granted instead of allowing ourselves to be appreciated for how dope we truly are. We always want to put whose album is better, who does this or who does that. But how many people are out here really appreciating the music and sharing it with people so that we all can benefit from knowing who's hot, who's affected our parents, what songs matter, and so on? How many of y'all watch documentaries where they play this music and you get introduced to new sounds and you share it with your children? Personally, as a hip hop head, I'm going to tell you, hip hop is one of the hardest genres of music. Forget the lifestyle, just the music. Hip hop is one of the hardest genre of music to share because you have people who will tell your children that all new stuff is good and all old stuff is horrible. And that sucks. That's horrible. Because that's bad. That's bad. Because how do we appreciate where we are if we don't know where we came from? Right? Just take hip hop for example. Today's hip hop sounds nothing like the hip hop that came from the 70s or 80s or even 90s now, right? And when you try to play hip hop for certain people, it's old. I don't like the beats. It's this, it's that. And I'm like, stop complaining, you bastard. Listen, because you're going to intake something that encapsulates the essence of feeling of who we are. If you think that is bad, can I play a child, Nina Simone or Marvin Gaye? Can I play them something that comes from the past? I personally hope so. And we have great artists today like October London who redid the Marvin Gaye sound. And we need that because people who really love music, they will hear something and want to grow with it. And with hip hop, I'm sad to say there's so many gangsters, drug use and all that shit that sometimes you got to think twice before you play it with your children. I don't like to see children cursing and acting crazy. So I have to find myself, should I play this around my nephews or my grandson or something where I have to pause every couple of my words to, and everything's not for everybody. I understand that. But in celebrating Black music, it is important to share your past. And I wonder, how do I effectively share my music with my young ones? I want to thank God for Little Brother. I thank God for Common. I thank God for Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, damn Special Ed, all that old stuff that y'all, and Little Brother not old, but all that stuff there, that has saved a lot of ears. And I play that for these young ones. Dead Prez, Most Def, not a Most Def fan, but salute to him and his music. Talib Kweli, I play that stuff because these children need to know that hip hop is going to be more than guns, drugs, and violence. That there's people out here who really know how to rap. You know who's a pioneer in hip hop that we don't really talk about enough? Is Speech from Arrested Development. Arrested Development, that album, and even Revolution from the Malcolm X soundtrack, that turned some heads. That was what's up. And we don't give Speech and Arrested Development enough credit for what they did. And what they did was really put hip hop on its ear and gave it a positive vibe with culture, painting, an elder, dancing in the videos, praising the Most High in the video, like on Everyday People. My man, talking about his past and being a strong man and protecting his woman and being an individual. We don't see a lot of that nowadays. Instead, we got the hood talk. There ain't nothing wrong with being from the hood and representing where you from, but there has to be variety in how we give the messages to these young people. And that's what bothers me. Are we giving our people, our children, are we giving them a fair share to learn and to understand what that music is that we come from? Do these children know about Strange Fruit? Do they? Do these children know about Stevie Wonder, Motown? Forget that. Let's go even deeper. Do our children even know about house music and club music? Now in Jersey, they know Jersey Club because that's the move right now. That's a wave that everybody seems to be jacking and running with, because Jersey makes all y'all niggas hot no matter what you say. We can talk about that later too. But think about it. Are we truly giving them everything they need so they can be well-versed in our culture and where we come from? Because if you really look at hip-hop, right? Hip-hop is the drum, which is the heartbeat. The first drum that you ever heard in your life was your mother's heart while you were forming in her womb. And that drum takes you back to the heart. It's the heart of the beat. The heart is the drum. The heart is the drum. You know what I'm saying? It gives you that. It gives you that tempo. Even when you march and you have cadences, that's the repeating of a drum. It's a cadence. It's something that gives you bass, rhythm, and direction. Right? Even from there, with the drum, our people communicated with the drums. We praised with the drums. We danced. Everything. If you think about African culture, and Brazilian culture and all that other stuff from brown people all over on that side, from Asia and that side, Africa and that side of the world, the drum was used for so many things, right? But on this side, in Americas, which was called Turtle Island at one time, Canada, United States, Mexico, all the way down to the Caribbean and so forth, the drum was used the same way. And just like people had praise sessions in Africa, they had the powwows in America. And if you really think about how that drum became so principled, the drum gave birth to the cipher, the drum gave birth to the praise dance, the drum gave birth to the entertainment during the food. Even when people came in before they colonized, the drum was the most inviting thing that brought people to our culture. And the instruments that we used highlighted the essence of the drum. And celebrating Black music, we could give our children the knowledge of why the instrument is important. And those drums meant so much, and they mean so much. That's why drumless hip hop today, for some people, are so weird, because the heart and soul is missing. It's just rhymes, and it's incomplete, right? The harp, the piano, the saxophone, the horn, even your voice was all highlighted by the drum. And when we learn about the importance of the beat, we learn how explosive and communicative it is to create music. Because if you really think about it, in the hood, I didn't do this. My mom and dad didn't play music, but I do it now more so when I'm at work or anything. We play music to get through our day. So whether you're cleaning your house, you're organizing, even when you wash clothes, you hum. Sometimes some people do it, they get mad, right? But you work in your house with music on. You could turn your YouTube on and play YouTube music, put Spotify, Tidal, whatever. But you do it to music. When you go to funerals and you're saying your last goodbyes to a loved one or friend, there's an organ that plays and there's music. When you go shopping, you hear music. When people have sex, some people have sex to music. So when you look at the importance of music and where this music comes from, or who creates this music, celebrating Black music is very important because it connects you to all aspects of life. And that's the most important thing about the music itself. If it is that music is our expression from God to give praise and give back, then we have music to celebrate all forms of our lives, all aspects of our lives, and we need to give it back to the Most High and give him credit for that. And that's why the music that we make and we do is so important and so special. I'm not talking about downplaying nobody else's music. I'm just talking about Black music for Black Music Month. Do your children know James Brown? Can you bug out and dance with your kids and do James Brown in your house? Or is everybody so effed up in the head nowadays that we can't find good music with good messages? We're just going to play Sexy Red all day. And I'm not getting down on Sexy Red. She has a place for her music. But when kindergartners and preschoolers know more Sexy Red than anything else, I think there's a lack of balance and a lack of structure to how we're exposing our children and even exposing ourselves to the greatness of our culture and who we truly are today. I do. I believe there's so many good artists we have that, of course, we're not going to know them all, but share the music that you love with your children because music is very powerful. I want to change the screen for a minute, y'all. I'm kind of learning this StreamYard thing as I'm going along, and I just want to try some things, if you don't mind, because maybe you can see this. Y'all know what that is? That is the Juneteenth flag. Oh yeah, by the way, the colors of Juneteenth are not red, black, green, or red, black, and yellow. That's not the colors of Juneteenth. The colors of Juneteenth are red, white, and blue. That's the Juneteenth flag right there, okay? So let's get that shit right too. It's celebration. My man said, Sexy Red belongs in the trash can. Hey, man, everybody has a place. It may not be for you. It ain't for me. But hey, Sexy Red, right? But look at the Juneteenth flag, right? Juneteenth is about freedom. And Black Music Month has Juneteenth in it. How are we celebrating Black Music Month and not acknowledging that and what our music can do when it comes to our freedom, especially not only our freedom of expression, but our freedom, right? Like, if you think about Black History Month and Black Music Month, right? They kind of go together. You could teach the same way because Black Music Month and Black History goes together. Black History is every day, not just in February. But we have so many great songs in our history that could be used to celebrate Juneteenth. One hip-hop song, Fight the Power, Public Enemy. Soul music, Ronald Isley, the Isley Brothers, Fight the Power 1 and 2. We have Marvin Gaye, The Ecology, What's Going On, the Ecology album. We have that album, which I think was one of the most important albums ever made. We have Strange Fruit, Billie Holiday, I think it is. Shout out to Billie Holiday. We have Nina Simone. We have The Last Poets. We have a lot of music based on the lessons that we could teach our children. Now, think about this. When you are in or you have a child that's in preschool, music is the main thing that helps them learn. Bum 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 bum. You know that song, right? You would say that's Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, or you would say it's the ABCs. It's the same melody. But the melody and the dictation of how fast or slow the melody goes will teach a child, is that the ABC song or the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star song? And it plays into their mind. When you're in school, we play children melodies. We play children everything that we want, so songs to everything we want them to learn. Wash your hands. We do stuff like that to make them remember the cadence and remember the steps to doing things. How come our music can't be used the same way? We have music that, like Angie Stone, Strong Brother, Black Brother, all that, right? Positive message to Black men. We have Heather Headley. We have Whitney Houston. You can even put Beyonce in there if you want to, Michael Jackson, Prince. We have people who've made songs that are strong, that are danceable, that are teachable, that are identifying, so that by celebrating Black music, we could give our children a chance not only to be entertained and to learn about us, but to also find themselves through the words, the rhythm, and the history of those who made music that was right for us. Because I don't know about everybody else, but I'm not from everybody's culture, but I can tell you all music, all cultures have music. I talk about where they're from. For those people who are Hebrew, you have Barbara Streisand, Avinu Malkeinu, which is our father, our king, I think it's called. I don't know. But that's Hebrew. And that has people celebrate from that culture, celebrate who they are. You have people in Japan who have their music. You have people from Africa who have their music. What about us? And the lie that Busta Rhymes, I would love to meet Busta Rhymes to ask him some of these questions I got for him. Because you got lies like Busta Rhymes that said that America has no culture and that West Indians and Puerto Ricans made everything going on today, which is total bullshit. But by not celebrating our music, we make that ignorant shit seem correct, and that's just not true. If we don't share the music that our people come from, we don't know how important this flag is. We don't know how important the movements that have come after this flag and that holiday means. One of my favorite documentaries of all time is Eyes on the Prize, and it documents the racism in America from 1950 to 1980. And the music from the civil rights era is something that we should be studied and appreciated. Now, I know a lot of people turned Muslim because they didn't like how the church was handling nonviolence with Martin Luther King and all that. And he even apologized to us, our people. He apologized to us for not leading the movement in a way where it was productive. He said he led America to a burning house, his people into a burning house. He apologized. But even the songs that were sung as a pastor minister of a movement, they meant something. Ain't nobody gonna turn me around, which means I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, and people fought for freedom by marching. That's not a song we should celebrate for Black Music Month. Oh, I can't sing, but there's one thing we did right is the day we started to fight. Keep your eyes on the prize, hold on. Little songs like that mean something. Wade in the water. Like old school gospel, not that Kurt Franklin shit. God bless him. And I like the positive messages in his songs because, you know, today's a good day. There is no sunshine. We need that, right? But for a people who's always taught that your history started with slavery, which is bullshit, you should always look at the things that matter, which is the strength to overcome the poverty, the hatred, and the destitution that made us go forward. As Black music, celebrating Black Music Month, we need to highlight those people who marched and who died and who fought, also who pioneered, who are entrepreneurs, who were legacy builders to get us where we are today. And all I'm saying is, How are you celebrating Black Music Month and sharing that with the people, with your children, with your culture? Or how are you keeping your culture alive? How are we not making Juneteenth an empty memory? And it starts with how we celebrate us. Now, I'm not trying to be preachy, because if you want to listen to some MOP, look, I'm going to listen to some MOP. There's a time and place for MOP. If you want to listen to some 2 Live Crew, if you old school like that, Doodle Brown and all that, you can do that. It's not wrong with that. That's Black music. There's a time and a place for it. But we're not even taking the time to find a place to celebrate us. And we're letting people take away the time given to us to celebrate something else. And I find that egregious and disgusting. You know how powerful our music is? Think about this. On Juneteenth this year, we were treated to something very dope. Kendrick Lamar threw a concert. And on that concert, the pop out, right? Kendrick brought out new faces, old faces, and the community went a buzz. Because at the end of the night, it was all about unity. And Kendrick Lamar did something that a lot of these rappers out here don't got the balls to do. He put new faces on, number one, and he brought together unity of a place where gang violence is prevalent, murder is prevalent. We got people fighting to stay alive. We got homelessness and all that stuff going on. But at his concert, he brought out everybody on stage to show a showing of unity on Juneteenth. And when Drake tried to make fun of this man and said he's rapping like he's trying to free the slaves, guess what Kendrick did? He freed us from that bullshit and brought unity to the table. If y'all really think about, especially what hip-hop is, hip-hop was born, and I had this wrong on many videos. I'm going to correct myself right now. Poverty isn't one of the pillars that created hip-hop. Poverty was the condition, but it was the need to overcome the poverty and the need for love, growth, and unity that made hip-hop come alive, not the poverty itself. And with love and unity, anything is possible. And what Kendrick, what he did at his concert, everybody's gonna talk about how he dissed Drake by doing Not Like Us 5 to 6 times. They're gonna talk about that. Yeah. You dance on his grave. Bullshit. I don't care. The picture at the end, when he told, after everybody took that picture, and he said, no, all y'all come back. We lost a lot of homies. We lost a lot. And this right here, this is unity. This is LA. He didn't say this is Compton, Inglewood, and South Central. No. He said this is LA. And he brought everybody together on one stage. When I heard YG said this is Bompton, this is Compton, this is LA, that was very big and meaningful because that brought everyone together for unity purposes. And unity is one of the main things that made hip-hop what it is. And instead of teaching unity, you got people teaching you about what a traditional man is, what a modern woman is, the importance of a BBL, money, provisions, but not teaching the simple things of peace, love, unity, and having fun. See, back in the days when our music was paramount and we didn't have an industry to fuck it up for us, our unity was manufactured by our peace. So when evil men, like Christopher Columbus came over and they wanted to take over these lands, and he wrote in his book how the people were so peaceful, they were easy to be taken over. We had so much peace that we were united and we partied, we powwowed, we ciphered, we played drums, we ate, we smoked on peace pipes, and we invited people to the coast. Think about this. This is how messed up the Pilgrims were. The Vikings came here and they're warrior people. They didn't come kill everybody and take over. They came, partied, and went home. But the colonials were criminals. They were so unwanted in England, they got kicked out, came over here and destroyed shit and made a country. Ain't that something? And took everything that the natives did, the indigenous people did, and have been working ever since they've been here to destroy it. Strange Fruit. Look up the America versus Billie Holiday movie, right? Look up that movie. Look at how Sam Cooke through his music wanted to fund the civil rights and how he got murdered. Look at it. Look at how COINTELPRO was used and how KRS-One and Public Enemy, Chuck D, how they had wiretaps put on them and were followed for the pro-black messages that were put in their music. Look at X-Clan and how they disappeared. Paris, Poor Righteous Teachers, Motor Technique. I mean, these are great artists, but you know what? For some reason, we didn't have a lane for them. And while the streets took over and people were more and more violent, and I'm not blaming the streets for everything, I'm not, because there should be a balance. But think about this, y'all. If we don't celebrate our music and put ourselves in the best light, somebody else is going to use our music to destroy it, the culture, and us. Because it seems we have more people listening to harmful music than people putting out and us promoting life music. Could you imagine this? Think about this. I really want you to think about this. In a room, there are executive people who listen to your music and say, not enough black children or not enough brown children, not enough inner city children are dying. So we need more music that talks about death to make them angry, violent, and hateful towards each other. So while they die, at least we get paid for it. Think about that. And then think about how powerful Kendrick Lamar came with having a venue and a concert where he unified the West Coast on one stage. Now, I know people are still going to go outside and bug out. I know people are still going to do that. But at least he did something to show unity that every other region in hip-hop should be jealous of. Because guess what? I don't see New York artists doing that. I for damn sure don't see Jersey artists doing that. I don't see Southern people doing that. I'm not saying they haven't, but on that type of scale, I don't see it. Because everybody wants to support the mainstream people so much, they forget about the hood. Kendrick Lamar brought out people I've never heard before. RJ, Mr. LA, the Cuzzos, I think Jason Martin. Those are three I've never personally heard of. That's just three. It was more because it was other singers. I saw Blast out there with Mustard and all them. But I know Mustard's people and the people in his set. But look at the people who came out first. And shout out to the clown and the dancers out there, because that's hip hop. People put some dance out there. But think about how powerful that is. That he celebrated. You're celebrating the music by putting new faces in the game. So you have something to look forward to. Are we celebrating them? Are we celebrating the new artists? Are we so angry at how it is that we're not changing the narrative by creating something new? Because everybody would say this music is to this music is to that, but y'all won't support the people, or people don't support the people that's making a change. Salute Samad Savage. Salute the Cornerstones. Salute Ill City. Salute to my man Malk, even though he ain't rhyming no more. But salute the Edomat Assassin and GB, Hands On, you know what I'm saying, from Canada. Because y'all listen to Canadian music too. Listen, there's people out there that's making moves. And I mean, why aren't we celebrating them? Everyone, give me a second. I just want to take a break, and I'll be right back. Just hold on for a second.
Hey, Redman is in the building, of course. Jersey's finest, all about them bars, marijuana smoker. Hey, PSA announcement. I need everybody go support. That's right, support my fucking state, my city. Heritage Hip Hop, a New Jersey media source that celebrates New Jersey hip hop worldwide. Facts. And we are celebrating our legends right here, Jersey, baby. Please subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on social media. That is Heritage Hip Hop on social media. Jersey, you know I love you. Jersey, you know we got bars and we got music and we got legends all day. And if you believe in Jersey and you love Jersey like I do, support that Heritage Hip Hop on all social media platforms. This is Redman and I approve this message.
Thank you to OG Red, my GOAT. Him and Nas kill it for me. I love him too. But going back to what I was saying, I just needed a break to catch my breath. But celebrating our culture and celebrating our music not only brings unity, but it gives people a sense of who we are. It gives people a sense of what we're about. And not only that, it gives people the opportunity to see what we're about. And that's all I'm saying. What are we doing to show the world we exist? What are we doing to show the world that we are about something? What are we doing to show the world that there's more to us than just what the mainstream tries to give? Because I think our people are worth it, and I think our culture is worth it. I think we are more than just music. We are God's heritage. And if we truly are God's heritage, I believe God's heritage is hip hop, because that's what our culture is today. That's how we define ourselves. You see what I'm saying? I think I lost my pictures. I gotta find a new picture, y'all. Give me 1 second. I want to put something up. You know what I'm saying? This month has been very key for me, and it's been very special. This month has been very special to me. This month I completed a course to be a certified hip hop teacher. And part of what Heritage Hip Hop always was giving back to the culture and giving back to our community. And I want to share this with you. Once again, this is something that's very important to me, and it means a lot to me. Let me just get it real fast. Let's see if I could put that up. All right, let me see if I could put that up. All right, that's not it. While I'm doing this, make sure you subscribe to heritagehiphop.com. Make sure not only do you subscribe to heritagehiphop.com, see, you can see me up there. Not only please subscribe to heritagehiphop.com, but follow Heritage Hip Hop on all streaming platforms. There we go. Subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on all streaming platforms. And hey, man, you see that Cash App at the bottom says $ Heritage Hip Hop? Please donate. I want to build this platform to be key to everyone, everywhere, and to make this platform meaningful to everyone. It's not about just making me money. I want to put back into the community more and more. And like I said, celebrating Black music for me, I put myself in a course. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to my peoples that's on right now before I continue sliding doors. I love her, yo. I love her for real. Shout out to my brother Reaching Nova. That's my guy right there. That's my classmate. But I want to share something with you, because in celebrating Black music, especially during this month, I was able to partake in a class taught by the Blast Master KRS-One himself. And I just want to show y'all. Y'all see that right there? That's my hip hop cultural specialist certification, which means I am a bona fide scholar. And I'm gonna let the man tell you what I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Corral at Heritage Hip Hop. Right now getting certified with the master teacher himself. Came from 1520 Sedgwick Avenue, came to the Temple of Hip Hop, 3-day course.
Well, I didn't play the whole thing, but yes, I completed a certification class after going to 1520 Sedgwick Avenue, where cool DJ Herc and Cindy Campbell did a back-to-school party in August 11th, 1973, and it was agreed upon that is the day hip-hop started as a culture. And part of celebrating hip-hop for me is being able to talk hip-hop, be hip-hop, live hip-hop, not just talk to people about hip-hop, but share that knowledge and share that creativity. And that's how we can share this wonderful culture that we have. That's how we can share the greatness of who we are. That's how we can share what it means to be part of something grand and excellent, all at the same time. I hope you like today's show. It's a very short one today. But at the end of the day, I asked the question, How do you celebrate Black Music Month? I ask that please, all fathers, listen to hip hop with your sons that are meaningful. If you need some, go to heritagehiphop.com. I have a Father's Day playlist. People say the fathers don't get nothing. Well, there's something right there. For Mother's Day, I did the same thing. Ladies, play some Lauryn Hill, play some Queen Latifah, play some Moni Love, play some Rhapsody. Please play it for your daughters. Let them know that there's more than just shake your ass. Please. As much as y'all, and I say y'all, but us, as much as we are on our phones, looking on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and Facebook or whatever, TikTok, whatever it is that you on, even if y'all smutting, y'all on porn or whatever, as much time as you put into that, take some time to just enjoy the music. Because you do it anyway, y'all listen to whatever anyway, but listen to something that might interest you, something different. And if you need some inspiration, talk to an elder person and ask them about what they used to listen to. Because you could call them and they bullshit with the music they listen to too. Because people will say, all our music is violent. And I always bring up that song, first you buy yourself a shotgun now. Shoot them till they run now. I'll bring all that up. But there's music that was made that is beautiful and can be played any and everywhere. And it's very important for us to take the time to appreciate each other and appreciate not only who we are, where we come from, and pave the way for where we're going. And our children are going to lead us there. Because unfortunately, one day, you're going to have to take a nap and you're going to be buried or scattered or burned or somewhere, whatever your final wishes are. But you're supposed to set the path for others to come after you to be great, or at least stand on your shoulders to be better or achieve more than what you did. And sometimes the music is that thing that will help get them to that level. Today, earlier, I did a conversation about mixtapes. Share those mixtapes. Go on YouTube and share the mixtapes. You talk about who's the best singer. Yo, play that music. Let them know about, people want to say Chris Brown and Beyonce or Michael Jackson. They're not. But share with them Michael Jackson and Prince. Share it. Learn about Billie Holiday. You like that raunchy sexual stuff? Learn about Lucille Bogan. If you want to learn about the change of music history, do music theory. Listen to Motown. Listen to Uptown RCA Records, Bad Boy, Death Row. You can listen to so much. And in today's contemporary music, our music today is so oversaturated. You can go anywhere and find a song. But really study sampling and know where these songs come from. Look up James Brown. Look up Bob James. Look up Syl Johnson, SYL, Syl Johnson. Look up these people and know that there's more to life than just what's in front of you. And y'all who play video games, check out the soundtracks of Grand Theft Auto and Mafia. There's great songs there that talk about our culture, our past, and who we are. Before I get out of here, I want to say thank you for watching Heritage Hip Hop. If you like what you see, Cash App at the bottom, $ Heritage Hip Hop. I would appreciate it because I want to build this platform to be bigger and better than what it is. As you see, we got new graphics on the screen. I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to impress y'all a little bit. I've been away for 3 weeks doing the class, learning, trying to do new things on the screen. I want to have a new opening. My man Shajan Tyler of Mayhem Media, hit him up. I'm trying to get a new opening just for the Mic Council, so you know it's different. Yeah, man. I mean, it's all about changing, being innovative, creative, and new. And if you want to know where I came from to where I'm going now, subscribe to Heritage Hip Hop on YouTube. Share this video with somebody, please. Let them know that I exist, and these are the lessons that we're talking about. Let's see if I could give y'all a preview for what's to come. I have 2 new shows I'm working on, by the way. Today was how do we celebrate Black music? I have 2 more shows coming. Let's see if I could pull them up on the screen. All right, you see me right there. That's my computer right now. Y'all see that. All right, let's see if I could pull up my screen. One show I have coming up is this one, The Tragedy of Kanye West. And we're going to talk about how Kanye has failed to deliver on the promise he made, and also how he has not lived up to the promise in which he was supposed to be. And the next one I have is, let's see if I can find it. How the West, let me see, it came up. How the West Was Won, Ice Cube and Kendrick Lamar. And that show is going to be coming out very soon. One thing about Heritage Hip Hop, when we do podcasts, I ask those questions that will help you identify with the artist. But when I do the mic councils, those are shows that help you think and not only appreciate yourself, but the culture and the God that you come from. Because hip hop is not music. Hip hop is our expression that comes from a higher power. It is our dancing, our breaking, our MCing, our fashion, our entrepreneurial street spirit. I mean, it's so much more, and it encompasses more. And I'll be going through that as well. Now that I'm certified, I have a responsibility to you, to myself, and to the God that I serve. So let's get it. May the Most High bless you. Subscribe to the channel. Peace. And I'm out.
Real hip hop. Real hip hop. We here. Real